Hello, hello. Welcome to Tutorial Thursday. Hi, Doris. Hi, Shelly. We'll give plenty of time for people to get here. Long day. Yes, our Boilermaker and our injection came out really well. Pretty colors. Hi, Angie. Your clock is on the way. So tonight we're going to be doing ring pours. We'll see how many we can get done. I prepped 4 small canvases. Hi, Joy. Look at my arms. Baby shark. He's really getting me. I cut his claws, but I think they're sharper now. Hi, Susan. Alan is better. Sounds horrible, but he's better. Jacob's feeling it today, so I'm staying out here where the cooties aren't. Cooties are in the house. Hi, Lori. All right, let me get some gloves on. You know, I never feel perfect anyways. So I told myself, please don't get me any sicker than I already am. The allergies are killing me. Pollen, pollen, pollen. Okay, so the first one that we did was the Boilermaker. We ended up getting some really nice cells and some beautiful metallic peeking through. And I definitely can see lots of variation of color inside these lines. And in that little corner. So I'm happy the way that turned out. I love that light top corner there. Hi, Mona. Hi, Robin. And then the second one we did was the injection pour. And then, of course, I did a swipe through it because we had lost a lot of color. But it did pop it back up. And we did not get more cells than what we had when we ended, so that was good. I was afraid it was going to totally sell out. So I'm very happy with this one, too. So those were last week's tutorial. And they'll both be available for sale coming up soon. So tonight, we're going to discuss the ring pour. Hey, Larry. I am going to use base coats tonight because I want it to flow and I don't want to have to use a ton of paint. So on the first one, we're going to do black. Because I'm going to be using some fire colors. Some hot stuff. Get that one stirred up. So I hope everyone's doing well. Alright, so this is my base coat. It's a thinner pouring consistency. I compare it to like melted ice cream. So definitely thinner than that. And for a ring pour, you do want what we call a flow extender. Hi, Brian. Welcome. Alright, so let me get some black down. I washed all my dirty stuff today. Worked on some resin. Did my laundry. Yes, Finnegan had me up at 6:30. So I'm kind of pooped out. Alright, let me torch those few bubbles. Hi, Katie. Welcome. So this is our tutorial Thursday, week 15. And we have a playlist that has all the other tutorials on it. We are going to be doing this for 52 weeks. Unless something new pops up, and then we'll do a special tutorial. But I think we should be able to cover everything in a year. But I probably already have a lot of these tutorials in on my channel if you search. But these are designated to Thursday nights so people can ask questions. So if you have a question, put it all in caps, because I do these Thursday nights by myself, so I want to be able to see your questions. Okay. I have over 1,000 videos on my channel, so I think I've covered pretty much everything. Okay, so for my first palette, I'm going to be using our Persian Autumn Yellow, and these are going to be all my paints that I have in my paint line, and those paints are available on my Etsy. My next color will be Ellen's Red Shimmer, Orange Marmalade, some gold, then I'll be using black, and then the chestnut bronze, and then we'll go black again and start over. I'm going to be doing 2 layers of color. And the only reason I do that is because I like more variety in my ring pour than just doing like 1 layer of every color. Yes, she may be lurking. So when I'm doing a ring pour, I like to put all my colors to one side. So if you have a paper cup, put your seam on this side. If you're left-handed, it would go on this side. And I squirt towards the edge of the cup. If you're using cups to pour your paints, just tip your cup and pour it down the side. Okay, so here I was going to put black. So I'm using no silicone black. Chestnut bronze. And then I'll go back with the black again. Now sometimes when you put black next to a yellow, you get a funky green color. So try not to, stick it down into the black itself. Pour on the side, let it just fall on top. Almost did it again. There's no silicone in any of these paints, by the way. These are all my little 8-ounce silicone frees. Okay. So for the first one, we're just going to do a straight black, or a straight ring pour. And then on the next one, we'll wreck it so you can see the difference. We could use the same color, same palette, and just do another one. Okay, pinch your cup. Now, if you don't ring it, it's not called a ring pour. And a lot of people will say, I'm doing a ring pour, but they just pour straight. So that's called a straight pour. So we're going to ring this. You're just making the size of a dime. I'm trying very hard not to mix the paint that's in my cup. So you don't want to wiggle your cup too much. I'm already loving this center. So you want to hold your cup for a minute. Wait for that last drip and grab it with your finger. So you have a perfect dismount. Okay, Nina, so this consistency is what I use for paint pouring. I don't use a thicker paint for ring pours because I use a base coat. So everything's going to flow like I want it to. If you aren't using a base coat and you know the paint will roll over, you can use a super thick consistency. Your paint's going to move much slower, so your rings won't break up either. But I like to just, when I mix my paints, I want to be able to use them for every technique. Except, of course, the Dutch pour or the pearl pours. Those are mixed special. But all my paints I use for the same techniques. So that would be the 1 part paint, 2 parts Floetrol. I do use glue as my binder. So it's like equal parts with the paint and then the Floetrol. I do not use water in my paints. I don't break down any binder at all. Yeah, I just prefer a base coat itself instead of putting the base coat around the ring pour. It just makes everything move together, more cohesive. And I think you get better lines that way too. Because there's nothing underneath that's catching them. You know, like bare canvas. Hi, Kathy. We'll get this corner. Okay. So once you get your 4 sides poured off, you can go back and decide what you want to keep and what you want to get rid of, or if you want to just leave it the way it is. I'm going to torch this real quick because I want to see how much paint I've got left there after the bubbles are gone. I'm loving these lines that I've got here. I may take this off a little bit. But I really shook that paint before I took it off the shelf, and I probably shouldn't have shook so hard. Because I really love those lines. So I'm just rocking it to get it all to come to this corner. I'm going to bring it till I get to the yellow. There we go. And that's probably where I'm going to leave it, right there. Bye, Lori. So that's pretty. The lines are really pretty. Hi, Sheena. But the definition on those lines is really pretty. So you don't have to go thick on your paints. It's all in how you tilt, if you're going to lose those lines or not. One more torch. The bubbles are still coming. Got one stubborn one. Here and right here. Sometimes when I get angry, I just drop it and that'll pop my bubbles usually. But then sometimes it brings more to the top. But we did get rid of that one. Alright, I'm going to move this to the drying rack. Any questions? Hi, Maria. Hi, Linda. Okay. So I think I'm going to use the same color palette. Except I'm going to go heavier on the Persian Autumn Yellow, the orange, and the gold. So I'm going to leave this on my pad here. It's not going to hurt it any. There's a pretty cab right there, but I already put, oh, there they are. I found them. So I want to get that one. It's got some cool lines in it. That's about it. It's a little mucky there, but that was a really cool swirl. Okay, set that aside. Question from Katie. Okay, so Katie, the glue that we use here in the States is the Elmer's Glue All. But you can use any PVA that is available. Because I think you said you were from Australia. Bookbinder's glue. If you use 1 ounce of paint, 1 ounce of glue all, and then add 2 ounces of Floetrol, you should be right about at the right consistency for paint pouring. If you're still too thick, I'm not sure if you're using a craft paint or a tube paint. But if you need to thin it down more, add more Floetrol. I try not to add any water at all. Once water breaks down the binder, you risk that cracking. And you don't really want to do that. If you have to add water to thin it down, dry your paintings covered so they dry slower. And you have less chance of that cracking on you. So when you say PVA, are you talking about Elmer's glue, glue all, or is it like a school glue or just a craft glue? Hi, Ellen. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Moose. You're not late, honey. You're good. I just want Alan to get over this sickness so when we go to the retreat, he'll be all better. I'm glad it didn't happen next month. Because he has that stuff lingering for a while. I'm using tacky strip, Sarah. It's just like poster putty. Stick it on the end of a skewer and stick your cap on that. The blue one that I'm using is the Loctite Fun Tack. You can get this at Walmart. Any stationery department should have them. Okay. So now we're going to do a rect ring. But we're going to go a little bit thicker on our layers of color. So when we wreck it, we don't get as much mud. These colors will mud out on you if you wreck it too much. So I'm turning my cup seam side to the right. He does, cabbages. Ellen's red shimmer. Orange marmalade. I'm trying so hard to use up paint so that I can like start fresh. Gold. This is where we used our black. I probably shouldn't have put as much black. Chestnut bronze. Persian autumn yellow. So I'm gonna have probably way too much paint here, but that's okay. Because I'm emptying bottles. Ooh, yay. We may get some sellage from the gold too, and I missed the black there, didn't I? It's okay, it's on the outside edge. Okay. So let's do a ring again. Same thing that we just did. it on my turntable. Could have turned it. It's a lot of black there. We have the pretty yellow coming. Now when you're doing a ring pour, if you're using white as your first color in the cup, don't keep pouring the white because it will leave you with a big white glob in the middle of your painting. That's more of a reference paint so that when you're pouring, you'll know when to stop. All right, let me torch. Because this canvas is so small, I'm not going to do a ton of wrecking. And I'm not level for some reason. Maybe a thumbtack is different. Just for you, Linda. Alright, so you can do swirlies, you can do anything you want when you wreck a ring. But I do kind of like just doing this. And then taking one this way. Because I'm going to try to pour this off. So my design I want through here. If it was a bigger ring, you could do more wrecking, more modifications. But we're going to be tipping a lot of that off. I just wanted a little interest there. And you don't have to go from the outside. I could just like take this from the middle and bring it this way. And that's it. Okay, let's tilt this one. Just watching the chat screen. Just a little bit. Bringing it back to the middle. I'm going to take this edge off because when I torched it, I did get some sellage from the copper. Take it down there. But you will still have your defined lines if you don't over wreck it. Now I can take this up to that red line, but I want to be careful I don't get a bikini corner. There. It's getting all that black off of there, otherwise I would have had a bikini corner. Okay, not minding that one right there. That middle is where I pulled that last skewer through and brought it this way. So that gave it a little interest. A little bit of some depth in here. Almost 3D-ish, like the yellow popping out and this coming below. Alright, let me torch that. So when you're working with warm colors, try to not do the yellow, orange, then red. Always separate these two with a red contrast. Otherwise, you may just get all one color. And then when you use a metallic, try to put a contrast with that, which I love, is black. Same with the chestnut bronze. We added a black next to that to give these lines. This is where your lines come in. When you add that layer of contrast, it defines your lines a lot more than if you're going in an order. So let me wipe this one and we'll move this out and we'll do a different color palette. Ooh, there's some pretty stuff here. I have to dip a few. I have to. So it's just the tacky stuff. I make it like a triangle. Stick it onto my glass cab like that, pinching it, and just dip. So you'll be able to see your design from this way, but not this way. I like to let it drip one time and then I roll it to keep it from getting too much paint on it. Let's do one more. So that way I have 3 for a set. Nina, no. Most of my paints are actually semi-transparent. I have a video, if you go to my homepage on YouTube, there's a video that shows you all the colors and the opacities. I swipe every one of them out so you can see. Now we've added 3 colors since that video. But I'll be adding a few more colors this year. And I'll probably do another one. I want to find a different way to do it too, so the video's not as long. Maybe break them into categories of which ones are opaque and which ones are semi-transparent. I have some that are very transparent, but you can use transparent paints in pouring. It's just where you put them in on your layers. We all know yellow is transparent. So putting it on top of that red pops the color itself. Red is very transparent as well, so these two work very well together. And adding that orange after the red, you have 3 transparent colors next to each other. None of them is pulling it down into the opaque, and I bump it with a metallic so it sets on the top. So it's just a lot of learning about transparencies and opacities that will help you in paint pouring. I could, every paint brand is different, so it's hard to teach that. Yes, Brian, you're not transparent at all. Okay, let me wipe my edge on that. These are my fresh ones. I would put it on tiles, Maria, but it's kind of muddy in spots. It's not very pretty. And I'm running out of room. Seems like all I've been doing is moving things around out here. See how it gets so muddy? To make room for more things that we're making, and I'm going to come to the point where I have no more room left. So that's one reason we're doing the St. Jude auction. After we get back from the retreat. So I'm going to clean out the studio, give it a good scrub down, and start over. Alright, so let's try white as a base, and let's switch it up to not be so in-your-face bold. So I'm going to try another color palette here. I know I don't have enough seafoam. Let me see if I have some below. I do. Okay, so this color palette is going to be white. This is going to be my mint green, so I'm using the seafoam. This is from our coastal collection. It's a very pretty color. And then I'm going to be adding ocean teal. This is from the spring collection. And then Bentley Blue Old Gold. I think that'll be pretty next to the teal. And then I'm going to add Sandbar. This is from our coastal collection as well. And then we'll do the chestnut bronze again. That'll hold that. This is pretty opaque, so it'll hold that pretty well. And then dark chocolate. Okay. Any questions while I'm getting these ready? I will be running a paint sale in the Etsy shop first week in May, our Mother's Day sale. Yeah, learning opacities and transparencies is rough when you're doing acrylic pouring. When I first started, we just threw paint in a cup and wished for the best, right? But now as you learn why that didn't work out, yeah. It's hard for me to explain that because I don't use other brands of paint anymore. I mean, here and there I do, but I mostly use mine. Yes, I'm running a sale, Moose, first week in May. Save your pennies. Probably not, Doris. But you know, we get our discount for the group too, so. Okay. Let me figure out how I'm gonna layer this. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go in the order I have them. Because I really want the seafoam next to the teal. Okay. I settled that for myself. Let's get a weight down. I don't need as much as I thought I did, so we'll cut that short. So we don't even have to go over the edge. Just like to cover the surface. Most of it anyway. Watch out my bubbles. Grab a paper towel. Okay. We're going to do the same thing. I was going to do a split cup, but I have too many colors. Okay. Seafoam. That one's gone. Figures. I just washed bottles today. I can ship to Australia. It's very expensive. Like, very expensive. Like, over 70. You can use a drop shipper. I'll ship it to a freight forwarder, and they'll ship it to you. You should check into that if you want to buy product from USA. I have a couple of girls that order, one orders from India, and the other one is from the UK. Oh, bummer. So no Mona tonight, guys. Oops. Got a little chocolate flash there, didn't I? All right, let's put a little bit of white there. And we're gonna go again. Yes, Brian, I'm proud of you. You did your duty. So I was selling the ready to pours, but I kind of quit doing that. It's a lot of work. I'm too busy to sit and stir paint. I do them as special orders. I mean, if you send me an email and say you want ready to pours, I'll do them for you. But I just don't keep the Etsy shop stocked. Alright, let's see what this color palette's gonna do. Yeah, I ship them flat rate, Katie. Okay. Here we go. I don't know. Seems like it needed a coral. We'll see. I'm getting great rings on the right side, but not so much on the left. And then the seafoam comes out to play. And it's super pretty. And now the white. So when I see the white, it's ready to, I'm ready to pull back and stop my drip. Dismount. Yeah, there's a lot of drop shippers in Florida. They're called freight forwarders. So if they have a freight ship that's bringing stuff to Australia, they'll bring your product with it. I'm not sure what they charge, but it can't be too awful expensive if people are buying paint from me from India, you know? I'm looking at my lines and trying to decide which way I want to go because I've got some pretty things on all sides. Like that was really pretty there. Okay, so I think I'm gonna come this way first. because I don't want to lose these lines. They're just pretty. Get up in the middle, head there. Now to decide which ones you want to keep. So I'm just going to give this a gentle push, but I am going to try to catch it here with my thumb so I don't have to take it all off. Ooh, that side is so pretty. I wish I could tip it and show you. Okay, same thing. Don't want to lose that line. Is that something in my paint? Let's see if we can fetch it. I got it. I got it. See if I can fix it. No, I'll just make it worse. Okay, I'm going to bring this to the corner. I think I'm going to stop right there. I think in the next cup I'm not going to use the white because I got a little too much white there. And if I tilt it off, we'll just have all lines with no interest. Let me clean that edge and see. I don't know if you guys can see the edge. It's really pretty. So I could take that off, but like I said, it would just be very boring. I love the lines down here as they opened up. That copper and that brown and the old gold with the teal is really pretty right in here. Alright, let me torch it. One stubborn bubble again. There it goes. That'll get them. Okay. Drying rack. Alright, so we're going to leave the white out this time on the layers. I see something pretty there. Got one cab left. I need to prep some more. Pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. So we got time for one more, guys. You do, Shell? See, I'm not the only one. I learned that at the bakery. Actually, I learned that a very long time ago from my mother. My mom used to bake wedding cakes, and I used to help her. Okay. So this cup we're going to do a little bit different. Just swim that around real quick. Real quick. So I don't want a lot of white in this one because I think we're going to wreck this one. So get out of my way, white. We'll start with the seafoam. The ocean teal. Bentley Blue Old Gold. Some sand. Sandbar. Chestnut bronze. Dark chocolate. Ooh, that's getting low. It's gonna be another empty. I'll go right back with the seafoam. The teal. Old gold. That's one of my favorite colors, by the way. Sandbar. Chestnut bronze. And let's see if we can finish off this chocolate. Nope. I tried. Alright, here we go. So now that we don't have white in there, we have to watch for the seafoam. A lot of chestnut. Okay. Perfect. Didn't have to catch that drip. I went back in the cup. It's a little different, isn't it? Without the white. Okay, let's wreck it. I like that. I don't want to wreck that. Let's come here. Back out. I think I'll just do a... It's not going to matter on that loop because it's going to come off anyway. I gotta do something here though. It'll look dumb if I don't. Alright. That's it. No more. Thank you, Sheena. I appreciate you. You are awesome. Yes, guys, don't be afraid to super chat. Support my channel. We do a quarterly sponsor giveaway every quarter. Our next one is July 1st. So if you donate to my channel, you are automatically entered in that drawing. We have some really cool prizes. I kind of like that. We may push a little more of that seafoam that way though, when I see what these lines are doing here. Oh, look at that corner. So pretty. going to take this seafoam this way, because I see a spot I want to get rid of. There we go. Now I'm happy with it. This is a pretty color palette, guys. So if you have all the colors, you can do this. I know a lot of you have all the colors. And I've been very slow on releasing colors so that people can afford it. You know, I don't want to like throw 4 colors out every 3 months. One, because I don't have time to mix that many. And 2, paint shortages, guys. Holy cow. Not only are canvases getting expensive, paint is too. That's nice, Linda. I appreciate that. We like our yearly donation to St. Jude. That auction will be coming up probably the end of May. I've been including a checkoff sheet in orders so people can check off their colors. I have a lot of new customers, and I got two or three emails last week saying thank you for sending that sheet. So now they know what ones they don't have. Yeah, we know, Bri. I can send you that bubble gum, you know. But that's it for this one, guys. Super pretty. I like it very much. We'll see how they dry. So do you guys want to see Monday's boxes? Because they're dry. I can't set them down, but I can hold them here. I'm in love with the second one. Well, actually I like these two on the end. I like all of them. Super pretty. I can't wait to finish them, but of course I gotta cure yet. So, thanks so much for coming tonight, guys. I appreciate it. I think I have an idea for next week, but I will let you know on that. I can let you know Monday, actually. But if you have any questions, reach out to me, Christina Welch Art, at yahoo.com, and I'll answer your questions. Thank you for all the apples, guys. I appreciate it. You're so sweet. I have to make pie again this week. Alan's gonna call me a liar, watch. Where's the pie? But have yourselves a great week. Don't forget Saturday, Doris is doing her auction at 7 p.m. She's got her preview video up. Go check it out. She's got some beautiful pieces. And then, of course, we have Brian on Sunday. And Moose is on Saturday right before Doris's auction. She'll be on at 6. Yes, and cream puffs are coming to the retreat. Linda, I will send one home with Doris to you if there's any left. We'll try. But I love you all, guys, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye now.